Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Been waiting all day for a Valentine's gift.
It's Valentine's Day! A full day about my favorite thing.
Bourbon. I'm telling you what, a mail call came in today, and I have been looking forward to this for a long time. I knew that this was coming out. I want to open this thing up, and I want to dig into this. This is kind of a happy Valentine's Day to me. This coming in, I am so looking forward to this. I know some of you may or may not know that I am very, very partial to this wonderful company out of Americus, Georgia, 13th Colony Distilleries. And I cannot say enough good things about the fantastic bourbon that they put out there, the rye that they put out there, their old sour mash. I think they do an incredible job. They're double oaked. Oh my goodness. A lot of great things out there. But they've got something new. And it arrived today on Valentine's Day of all things. So I am absolutely looking forward to this. I'm sure I'm going to have peanuts and stuff to clean later. Oh, wow. But that'll be all right, and that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Make sure I'm not missing anything in there. All right, get this down. Got some peanuts over here. Packing peanuts. Gotta love those. Man, I hope you guys are doing something nice for yourself for Valentine's Day, and of course your significant other. I tell my wife every year when I said, you know what, you have an amazing gift every year. You get me 365 days out of the year, 24/7, 365. And then of course she really wants to know what her gift is, and of course I got to really get her a gift at that point. Let's see what we got here. Oh, all right. I'm telling you what, I am so excited about this. So 13th Colony Distillery. They are always so nice, the card. Thank you for your continued support of 13th Colony. We are excited for you to try our 113 bourbon. I cannot wait to hear what you think. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Cheers, your friends at 13th Colony. So this is the 113 bourbon. So this is fantastic here. So they're going to be, the average age of the bourbon is 5 to 6 years. It's a straight bourbon whiskey finished with maple wood spirals. MSRP $62.99. So you're getting 113 proof 5 to 6 year bourbon with maple wood spirals, toasted maple wood spirals. It's a 70 corn, 21 rye, 9% malted barley. The allocation of this is going to be going to Arkansas, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. They've got some notes on here, but I don't want to read out the tasting notes. I always like to see what I get out of things so I don't get my mind twisted on things here. So this is going to be a mid-March release is when they're going to have this out. This is something I've known about, and I am very excited about. Look at I love the way they pack out their stuff in there. Tell you what, Megan, you always do a fantastic job if you did this. Danielle, if it was you, fantastic, but awesome. I love the boxing that you guys do on these things. So this is the first example of what the 113 is going to look like. Different label, a little bit label color on here, kind of an orangish brown. Straight bourbon whiskey finished with maple wood spirals, coming in 113 proof. Aged in South Georgia. See what else we got in here. Distilled in Indiana, aged in South Georgia. So this is important on this. So they had said, look, our product that they did get some of this sourced, some product they did source in Indiana and started aging it. And that they said that when they started using that product, they would clearly put it on the label, and that's clearly on there. It says distilled in Indiana right on there. But aged in South Georgia, which is where a lot of that magic happens. Man, let's pop this open and let's see what we got here. Nice cork pop. Oh, great nose on that. Use my independent Joe Glen over here to get this party started over here. Let's get a little bit poured in there. And I tell you, I am such a fan of what they do there and what that incredible climate does. And this is something that it's going to start out, it says allocated on there. I believe the intent, and I can ask those questions in the future. I believe the intent of this is that eventually they want to offer this as more of a regular type of release, especially at that price, $62.99, 113 proof, which is approachable by a lot of people with that maple spiral in there. And I actually brought out something to compare it to a little bit later, which it's going to be kind of this Widow Jane, which is they do the maple syrup barrels in there, and I wanted to kind of compare the two. Color on this is a beautiful, beautiful amber color, nice heavy yellowish light orange in color. Get some nice legs forming down the side on this, so there's going to be some nice oils in this, so I expect a nice mouthfeel on this when I get into this. I want to try to open it up a little bit because it's just a fresh crack. I know that things tend to get a little bit better as they open it more, so I'm sure I'll be drinking on this more tonight too, checking it out. So right off the bat, I get some like caramel and some like graham cracker going on. I'm getting some of that maple coming through there right away. I'm kind of getting a stewed peach thing going on too. So I'm getting a lot of really nice decadent type of notes to it right off the bat. I kind of get a little bit of that rye through there too, which I really enjoy their ryes. I think their ryes turn out fantastic, and I'm sad that I missed the drop last week. They had our distillery only rye. These legs are still just hanging at the top, if you can see that. These things right here are just starting to work their way down. And I'm getting like a milk chocolate note on this thing. So I'm getting some rye, getting a little bit of oak, but not overly oaked at all, just kind of a light oak. Getting some milk chocolate, kind of a stewed peach thing going on. Some of that maple, some of the caramel, tiny bit of vanilla. So I'm getting a lot of like a dessert forward type of bourbon on this. Man, let's see what this thing's got on the palate. Man, what a winner right here. And I tell you, I'm not apologetic about that. I am a huge 13th Colony fan. Their flavor profiles and mine mesh very, very well in things that I enjoy in a bourbon. The maple, you get it all the way right down the middle of your palate, all the way through. For me, it's a little bit about the mid all the way back. I'm getting that. I'm getting a little bit of a baking spice, a rye spice through there. You get this nice little bit of oak on the back and some chocolate on the back on that too. That baking spice from the rye and stuff that's coming right through the mid palate as well. Outstanding. It's got a nice finish to it. I say it's a medium to medium plus finish on it, but it's still just hanging out there. But the one thing I like about this is it changes a little bit too. I'm getting like a peachy note now. Mouthfeel on it's great too. And this is so approachable at 113 proof. They've got a winner here. They've absolutely got a winner here. I'm excited for this. I'm hoping I'm not hurting my feelings on here. I'm a Widow Jane Decadence fan, but I'm just kind of curious how this would stack up, versus this 113. I know the proof's a little bit lighter on here, so this is only 91 proof. So, the proof point's a bit lower on here. Yeah, the noses are just, there's a contrast in the noses on these two. This 113, it's just a lot more forward on the nose. It's dessertier on the nose. It brings some more complexity on the nose. The Widow Jane nose is a little bit more subtle. It's lighter. You get that maple to it, but it doesn't have some of the complexities you're getting on the 113. Let's get into the palate on this, see what we got. The Widow Jane Decadence, it's very good. You kind of get more, just kind of a maple right off the bat, and it just kind of lingers. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's lighter on finish. Let's get into this 113 and see what you get on the difference there. It's vastly different. It is totally vastly different. Where you're just getting a nice, smooth maple expression with some light sugars and things like this. This is almost like you're getting, caramel, stewed peaches, baking spice, and then this nice maple shot right down the back, and the finish just kind of lingers a lot longer. So if I was to look to buy one of these two bottles, let me put them right where I guess where they really go. I would say if I'm interested in getting like a maple finished bourbon, let me put that. Boy, I gotta get that up here better. How's that? Bam. There we go. If I was to get like a maple finished bourbon, I would definitely go for the 113. It's about $30 less. It offers a little bit more proof. Well, 12 proof points more. Well, is it 20 proof points more? Boy, I need to do my math. So about 22 proof points more. So a bit more proof there. Guess I need to learn how to do math today. Mathing wasn't working well. But the nose brings out so much more. The palate brings out so much more. And this thing's still finishing. So I'm going from a medium plus to kind of maybe a almost a long, on this. The finish is there. The flavors are there. The complexity's there. It transitions well between the nose to the palate to the finish. You're getting different things. Outstanding product. Can't say enough good things about this. Now, here's the fun part. You want to try a pour of this? I would hope you'd say yes. So, Patreons this Sunday, one of the Patreons that hasn't won for February, and I've drawn the names for February, you have an opportunity. If you haven't won yet, and you're in that $5 or $15 range, you have an opportunity to win a 2-ounce pour. I'm just going to draw a name, and someone's going to be a winner on that. Now, if you want to win from this video, put 13th Colony down in the description. Just excellent people, and I'm telling you what, I'm looking so forward to not only seeing this on the shelf, but some future things upcoming with them. Outstanding people, outstanding bourbon. Loving the new label and the color on this. It's the first time I've ever seen Indiana on one of their labels. So very excited about that as well. Man, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. It's definitely been a happy Valentine's Day to me. That's good stuff. Look, it's Friday. It's the end of the week. If you still happen to be working or you're working this weekend when you see this, man, I hope and pray that your workday goes by fast. I hope you're successful in everything that you do. I hope you bring great energy to your work and your teams, and they bring it right back to you. If you're off like me right now, man, I'm hoping time just slows it down a little bit. I'm hoping that you have the opportunity to spend time with friends, with family, with loved one. If it's Valentine's Day and you choose to do something like that, I just hope it slows down though, and you build on those moments and you enjoy that time. But most importantly, all, cheers. God bless. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.